Aloha everyone, welcome to Aloha Nathie Yoga. I'm Nathie and I'll be guiding you today in your yoga practice. So let's take a moment today on the mat to just recenter ourselves, tapping into this creative movement of the body, of the energy, and maybe recognize if this yoga practice can help you tap in to your own creative process, the journey within. Grab your water, get into something really comfortable, setting up your mat in your safe space, and I look forward to guiding you. So I'll see you there. Aloha. Today, this practice will be a more of an intermediate full body practice. So make sure that you have blocks with you or anything you need to support you. And if you need to modify at any point, you can do that as well. One thing I like to mention is when we go into Chaturangas or any kind of flow, you always have the option to come onto the knees first, right? You can come into modified plank. You can come into tabletop before coming back into downward facing dog. And if you need to pause this video to drink some water, please feel free to do so. So we'll come into a wide-legged child's pose. You can open the knees as wide as feels good to you, bringing the big toes to touch and just sending the hips into the heels, lengthening the arms out in front of you here. Take a moment to allow the hips to sink back into the heels. Taking a deep breath here. We'll begin by tapping into a more mindful, aware breath. So notice how it feels to inhale through the nostrils, feeling the breath traveling through the chest, the organs, the abdomen, and down into the pelvis. As you exhale, allow yourself to relax, feeling the out-breath through the nose. In-breath, feeling the expansion. Out-breath, feeling the release. Take a few breaths like this. Throughout your practice, tapping into the creative side of the body, how it feels when you're moving through the flows and the different poses, breathing into a deeper connected breath, being aware of how your breath can help you move through the creative side, the creative process of your journey. Inhale, tent the fingers. So come high onto the finger pads, creating mini tents. Walk the fingers out more to lengthen the spine, lengthening the lats, the armpits, all the arms, the side body, as you draw the hips back into the heels. So your chest is lifted, your head is lifted, more active child's pose here. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, walk to the right for a side bend, but keep your arms active, tented fingers, without lowering down. Press the left hip back into the heel, the left heel. Breathe into the left side. Inhale back to center, and then exhale to the left, folding in just a little bit, but keeping the fingers tented here. Breathe into the right side. Gentle, mindful breaths here. Inhale back to center. Pull yourself back to tabletop, taking a moment here to just sway the hips side to side. Feel yourself moving organically, however you need to here. Maybe creating big hip circles, hip circle movements in both directions. And when you're ready, bring the big toes to touch, sit back into the heels once more. Now you're kind of in a wide-legged Virasana, okay? Wide extended Virasana pose. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the hips, sweep the left arm way back, opening the front body. Deep breath here. Exhale, walk it forward, and then switching sides. Lift the hips, open the right arm. Feel the breath here, traveling as you press the hips up, strengthening the front body, the glutes, the hamstrings. And then exhale, bring it forward, and we'll switch sides again. Lift. Nice little kind of mini side bend / diagonal twist. Exhale down, inhale, other side. Exhale down. Come back to center. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Take the left leg back. Start swaying forward and back on the ball of the foot. Okay. And then turn the left shin out. Come into kind of a modified side plank. Inhale, the right arm overhead. Lift the right leg off of the mat, parallel to the mat. Okay, take a deep breath in here. Exhale, reach the top arm forward, lengthening out of both ends. Draw the navel in, tailbone slightly down towards the heel. Strengthen by pressing out of that right heel. Okay. Bend that top knee, grab onto that ankle, open the quad and hip flexor on the right side. Deep breath here. Reach it forward again, reach the leg, reach the arm. And then step that right foot forward, right in front of you. Press on to the knee so that now you're in kind of like a low lunge, but not folding in, so not completely in. Take a moment here to lift that left arm and just send it to the side for a side bend on the left side. So the knee, the left knee is underneath the left hip and the front knee is in line with the ankle. It's kind of like L-shaped in both legs. Stay here, come back to center, bring the hands to heart. Take a deep breath in, exhale, send the torso forward, hook the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh for a twist. Keep that left knee underneath the left hip. Keep that right knee in line with the ankle. Draw the torso up, rotate the top shoulder open, bring the navel towards that inner right thigh. And then allow the head to relax, sending the crown forward. Deep twist. Inhale, come back up, but keep facing the side. Release the right hand down behind you. Send the left arm back and overhead. Nice twist again, kind of like a reverse low lunge twist, but we're not in the typical low lunge. Inhale, cartwheel the hands forward. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, scooch that foot back, and now you're in a high lunge, but with your hands down on the mat. Sway forward and back on the ball of that foot. And then when you're ready, step the right foot back into plank. Sway forward and back on both balls, both feet. Draw the navel in, tailbone down, press out of the hands. Feel the energetic line from the palms moving up the arms. Take a deep breath in, draw the right knee into the chest, and then exhale it through across the body, lower the foot down, pivot the back heel down, come into falling triangle. Deep breath. Option to reach the top arm forward. Draw the navel in, press out of both feet, lift the hips. Exhale, lower that left hand down, come back to knee into the nose. Exhale, step it back into plank, lower the knees down. Sitting back into child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Come back into tabletop. And when you're ready, extend the left foot back on the ball of the foot. Swaying forward and back. Come back to center, pivot the right shin out, pivot the back heel onto the side, come into a side plank, modified side plank. Reach the left arm to the sky, plant that right hand down, press out of that bottom hand. Lift the left leg parallel to the mat. Reach out of that heel. Okay. Option to reach the top arm forward, lengthening out of the side body. Deep breaths. Exhale, bend the top knee, grab onto the ankle with that left hand, press the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot as you open that quad and hip flexor. When you're ready, release and lengthen again. And then plant that left foot directly sideways. Come into that kind of a shortened low lunge, okay? So that right knee is underneath the right hip and the left knee is in line with the left ankle. Take a deep breath in, reach that right arm overhead, and that exhale it to the left for a nice side bend. Breathe into the right side ribs. You always have the option here to look down or up. Try and relax the neck here. My left arm is just sitting on my left thigh. Inhale back to center, bring the hands to heart, take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the torso forward, hook the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh for a deeper twist here. Keeping that right knee underneath the right hip. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward and sideways up towards the hands. So the heart is trying to reach towards the hands. The navel is turned towards the inner left thigh. I just switched sides so you could see. On your next inhale, press yourself up onto the side and then drop that left hand behind you, reaching the right arm back and overhead for a nice reversed low lunge. But again, we're not in a full low lunge, okay? So just feel that balance in the front ball of the foot and the back top foot pressing into the mat. Lift out of the hips, open the heart. Inhale, cartwheel the hands back to the front, tuck the back toes, shimmy the back foot a little bit, lift the back heel. Take a moment here in your high lunge, but your hands are on your mat. Take a moment. And then step the left foot back into plank. I'm going to switch sides so you can see me. Sway forward and back on the ball of the feet. Come back to stillness, shoulders above the wrist. Inhale, take that left knee into the chest. Reach that leg across underneath the body, lower the foot, pivot the back heel down, and then reach the right arm overhead to the sky for fallen triangle on the other side. Keep the heart open. So allow the rotation of the full front of the chest. Keep the heart opened. Press out of that bottom hand. Lift the hips, press out of the feet. Strengthening the whole body here. Look down, lower that hand down. Bring the knee back to the chest, hold it here. Exhale, step it back into plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, down dog. Your first down dog, pedal the feet. Deep breaths here. Reconnect with your creative body movements, the breath helping you through these intermediate maybe poses or whatever it is that you feel this may be for you. It doesn't have to be labeled as intermediate or anything, really. Always have the option to use props or not, or modify. Find your stillness in your down dog. When you're ready, walk yourself to the front of the mat and fold. Ragdoll. So allow yourself here in your ragdoll to really fold forward. So bending the knees generously if that feels good to you, to allow the pelvis to tilt forward, right, over the femur bone and forward. Head hanging heavy, gravity doing its work for you. This is kind of a half inversion. So recognizing this as an inversion. Inhale, half lift, maybe hands on blocks or shins. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower down with control slowly all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. So lengthen and lift as you reach the toes back. Press the feet into the mat. Squeezing the glutes, elbows by the sides. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Hover the hands off of the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press yourself up into high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift your way forward. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift the hips up and back in your down dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the knee up. Big circles with the top knee. Maybe looking underneath that left armpit. Switch directions. Press that left heel down. Inhale, back to center, reach. Exhale, step it through, planted between the hands. Pivot the back heel down. Inhale, cartwheel the hands open. Exhale, warrior two. Take a moment to bend the front knee, stack above the heel and the ankle. Press that knife edge of the foot back into the mat in the back foot. Okay, reach out of the fingers. Look past the two front fingers. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing together slightly. Draw the navel in, tailbone down. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach the torso. Exhale, reverse your warrior two. Inhale, back to center. Send yourself forward again, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. One more time. Deep breath, stay low in the front knee. Inhale, back to warrior two, arms. Unbend the front knee, reach the torso forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Triangle. Reach the heart forward. Soften the front hip down. Feel the hip crease here, that the pelvis is folding over the femur again. Reach that top arm to the sky, the left hand. Maybe handing a message into the sky to someone. Press out of both feet. Feel the energy moving through the legs. Option to reach the top arm forward. Lengthening the side body even more. Looking down maybe. Press out of the big toe mound in the front foot. You always have the option to have a block here, just like this, okay? Inhale, bend the front knee. Come back to warrior two, arms. Take a deep breath in. Unbend the front knee. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Reach it back. Allow the back hand to land on the back thigh. Bend the front knee, inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands forward. Step it back into high plank. Exhale, lower down, come into the flow. And we'll find ourselves back into down dog. Inhale, reach the left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend that top knee, open the top hip, rotate the knee. Big circles up to the sky as you lower the right heel down towards the mat. Use your glutes, use your muscles around the hip joint. Maybe look underneath that right armpit, switch directions with the circles. This is also building strength, full body strength. Come back to three-legged dog. Reach the heel back, toes pointing down. Look forward, exhale, step it between the hands. Lower the back heel, cartwheel the arms open into warrior two. You can kick the back heel out more. Give yourself space in the hips. Bend the front knee. Look past the two front fingers, past the two back fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit, turning the torso towards the long edge of the mat, but keeping the bottom body where it is. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach the torso forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior, stay low. Inhale, again, reaching forward. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two, arms, reach it forward, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two, arms. Unbend the front knee, reach the torso forward as far as you can, as far as you can. Drop the bottom arm down, lift the right arm to the sky, Trikonasana triangle. You have the option to look down, even change the stance if you need that for yourself. Option to reach the top arm forward. Soften the top hip down. Allow the natural hinging of the front hip. Press into both feet. When you're ready, bend the front knee, come back to warrior two, arms. Unbend the front knee, exhale, reverse your triangle. Reach that left arm back, relaxing the back hand down on the leg. Inhale, back to warrior two. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands forward, step it back into high plank. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Press the top of the feet into the mat in your Chaturanga. Exhale, down dog. Ooh, deep breath here. We're going to go into two more flows like this before we come into a triangle, plank, triangle flow. Okay. Inhale, heart forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. Taking your time in your flows. We'll meet back into down dog. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach the right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it underneath you for a triangle hover. So reach the leg away from you, in front of you as you reach the left arm up. Inhale, sweep it back into that three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it underneath you. One more time. You're pivoting on the back foot. As you come into that triangle again, the back heel is pivoting down. Come back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, crossing underneath you, strong obliques. Here, lift. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, look between the hands, step between the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead for your crescent lunge. Breathe. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, send the torso forward. Hook the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh for a twist in your high lunge. Press out of the back heel. Lift the kneecap. Activate the back leg. Keep the heart opened. And the crown reaching forward. Option to open the arms out so that your left hand is pointing down and your right hand is reaching up to the sky. hands to heart. With control, inhale, come back to center. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, plant it down, step it back into high plank. Shift your weight forward. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, Chaturanga. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 deep breaths here. Find the stillness as you lift the hips up and back. Press out of the hands. Elbows pointing down to strengthen the upper back. When you're ready, we're going to do the other side. Inhale, lift that left leg behind you. 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it underneath the torso, sweep it underneath you, across and underneath you into triangle. Hover the leg. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, underneath you, triangle. Reach the right arm to the sky. Keep the heart opened. Inhale, sweep it back. One more time. Inhale, sweep it back. 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, press back into 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Cross underneath you as you use your obliques. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, draw the knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, look between the hands, step it between the hands. Inhale, arms overhead for high lunge, crescent lunge. Press out of the back heel. Lift the kneecap. Deep breath here. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, send the chest forward. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh for a twist. Draw the heart up towards the hands and open the heart towards the front of the mat. Relaxing the neck. Draw the shoulder blades together. Keep space between the ears and the shoulders. With control, inhale, come back to center, hands to heart. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down, step it back into high plank, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Whoo! Deep breaths here. Inhale, sweep that right leg up behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, lower it down for pigeon. The shin turning inwards. You can send that right foot back more to find that pigeon. And you can have a block or a blanket underneath that glute here to support you if you need that. And then option 2, lower down on the forearms and lower the forehead down on stacked fists or a block or the mat. Take a moment to relax the hips in your pigeon. Option to turn towards the bent knee and folding in over the bent knee. You can also explore towards the other side, away from the bent knee and folding in. That might intensify the opening of the hip. Come back to center, plant the hands, Lift the torso, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step it back into down dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the left knee to the left elbow, slide it down into pigeon. Settling yourself here in your pigeon, however feels good to you. Okay. Reach the heart up, lengthen the spine, then exhale, folding over the front thigh, landing wherever feels good to you. Relax the hip joint. You can even sway side to side and then maybe walking towards the bent knee and folding forward, or moving away from the bent knee and folding forward. Inhale, back to center. Lift up, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step it back into down dog. One more breath here. And then exhale, lower the knees down, open the knees wide, bring the big toes to touch, and come up onto the knees. Option here to tuck the toes. Option to draw the hands onto the lower back and the elbows drawn back. We're going to come into camel. So your full expression of your camel if you'd like. Or you can just do one arm at a time. So take a deep breath in, lengthen the heart. Exhale, tilt the pelvis, start squeezing the glutes, send the hip bones forward, so press in the front of the hips, lower the tailbone down, and then start sending the weight back. Okay, a little bit here, opening the heart. Option to lower one hand down onto the heel, okay? Keep the heart opened here, relax the neck, so maybe looking forward is better than dropping the head back for you. Option to reach one arm back as one hand is on the heel, but keep pressing the hips forward. Hands back on the lower back, come back up, take a moment to breathe here. Now maybe drawing the knees closer in a little bit, okay? Take a deep breath in, press the hip bones forward, the pubic bone forward, start arching the lower back a little bit as you draw the tailbone down, opening the heart, elbows back, and maybe slide the left hand down, find the heel. Option to reach the right arm overhead and back. Deep, nourishing breaths, your creative flow, your kundalini, your energy, drawing up into the body so that you can use it to your advantage. And then hands on lower back, draw the heart back up, take a moment. And then you can allow yourself once more to press the hips forward and keeping the hands supporting the lower back as you tilt back, opening the heart. Or you can have both hands finding the heels or the blocks and reach the heart up. Hands back on the lower back. press yourself up slowly. Untuck the toes, sit back into the heels, knees together, hands on thighs, closing the eyes in Virasana. Feel the cells of your body all warmed up. Maybe you're sweating, maybe you're feeling hot. Just take a moment to feel that energy moving in the body. When you're ready, come back onto the sit bones, send the legs forward, taking a moment here to bend the knees, okay? Feet planted on the mat, hands behind you, and lower the knees side to side, okay? Windshield wiping the knees. With your breath. And then listen here, we're gonna drop the knees to the right, sit back up, and then fold forward in kind of a deer pose, okay? Deep breath here, tenting the fingers, bending the elbows. Inhale, press yourself up, looking forward, hands behind the back, knees facing up, and then drop them down to the other side, turning the torso, lowering down, folding in the deer pose. One more time on each side, flowing at your pace here. It could be just folding over that thigh instead of completely away. Come back to center, okay? Open the legs wide into a seated, wide-legged forward fold. You can sit on a blanket if that feels better for you to be able to tilt the pelvis forward. Point the toes up, feel the heels planted in the mat. You can keep the knees bent, have rolled up towels underneath the knees. Take a deep breath in here, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, walk towards the right leg, fold in, exhale. Inhale, walk back to center, walk it to the left, exhale, fold. One more time on each side. Come back to center. Maybe allow the forearms to land as you allow yourself to roll forward. Opening the inner thighs and the groin, maybe down into the calves. Inhale, walk back up. Reach the arms open into your wings, your angel wings. Exhale, give yourself a hug, wrapping the hands around the shoulder blades. Keep note of which arm is on top. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross it over again into an opposite hug. Release the arms down. Bring the right foot inside of the left thigh. Place the right hand behind you. Inhale, modified wild thing. Reach, lift the hips, reach that left arm behind you. Open the front body. Maybe pointing those toes, the extended foot away. Maybe looking back. Feeling the heart opened. Exhale, sit back down. Open that right leg, bring the left foot inside of the right thigh, left hand behind you, sweep it open, lift the hips, reach the right arm back, modified wild thing. Press up, reach, exhale, sit back down. Bring both feet in front of you. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a seated hug. Whenever you're ready, you can keep your hug and just roll yourself in like a pendulum until you find yourself completely stopped, but your knees are still hugged in, swaying side to side. And then option here to grab the knees with their hands and open the knees out into big circles, maybe in the same direction at once or in opposite directions. And then switching sides. Open the arms out into a T, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Lower the feet down. Shift your hips slightly to the left. Bring the knees back up. Lower them down to the right for a twist. Breathe into the side body, down the spine. Inhale, draw the knees back up to center. Lower the feet down, scooch the hips to the right. Lift the knees back up over the hips. And then exhale, lower them down directly to the side in your twist. Inhale, draw the knees back up to center. Plant the feet, extend the legs out, point the toes, reach the arms overhead. Give yourself a final big stretch here. Squeeze the entire midline of the body, squeeze the face muscles, maybe fists. Point the toes, reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, complete relaxation in your final resting pose, your Savasana. Option to bring the soles of the feet together, opening the knees up into Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Take a moment here to integrate your practice into this very moment. How it's allowed you to feel maybe more opened, energetic, creative in your own journey, in your process. Maybe your hands can come onto the lower belly, the abdomen. And when you inhale, feel the hands rise. As you exhale, allow the hands to melt down with the abdomen. Relaxing the face muscles, the jaw, the eyes. Take a really deep breath in here. Open your mouth and sigh it out. May you move with ease, with a deeper sense of awareness, with creativity, and with self-love and kindness. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. Take as much time as you need here. Namaste.